Jena Malone is an American actress, producer, and musician who has a net worth of $4 million. Jena Malone won a Young Artist Award for her film debut in 1996's Bastard Out of Carolina, and she earned a Golden Globe nomination for the TV movie Hope in 1997. Jena has more than 70 acting credits to her name, including the films Stepmom in 1998, For Love of the Game in 1999, Donnie Darko in 2001, The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys in 2002, Saved in 2004, Pride and Prejudice in 2005, Into the Wild in 2007, The Ruins in 2008, Inherent Vice in 2014, and The Neon Demon in 2016, the miniseries Hatfields and McCoys in 2012, Dakota in 2012, and Too Old to Die Young in 2019, and the television series Goliath in 2021. Malone also played Johanna Mason in The Hunger Games, Catching Fire in 2013, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 in 2014, and The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2 in 2015, and she appeared on Broadway in a production of John Patrick Shanley's Doubt in 2006. Jena co-produced the film American Girl in 2002, and she served as an executive producer on the films Lorelei in 2020 and Adopting Audrey in 2021. Malone is an experimental musician who has released music both under her own name and as The Shoe, and in 2007, she released the single The Social Registry with Jena Malone and the Bloodstains. Early life. Jena Malone was born Jena Lane Malone on November 21, 1984 in Sparks, Nevada. According to Jena, her mother, Deborah Malone, got pregnant with her after a one-night stand with Edward Berga, who was married at the time. Malone was raised by Deborah and her girlfriend, and she told the Daily Beast in 2014, "They were lovers. I had two moms, and it was awesome. Double the pleasure. The more love you have as a child, the better." Though Jena was estranged from her father during her youth, she reconciled with him as an adult. Malone's family moved frequently during her childhood, living in nearly 30 locations by the time she turned 9, and they were sometimes homeless. In her 2014 Daily Beast interview, Jena stated, "We were just so poor. We'd hop out of apartments, lose jobs, find a cheaper place, get kicked out, live in cars, and live in hotels." Malone's mother was an actress, and Jena became interested in acting while she watched Deborah perform in local stage productions. The family moved to Las Vegas in 1995, and Malone enrolled in acting classes and eventually convinced Deborah that they should move to Los Angeles. Jena was homeschooled during her middle school years, and in 9th grade, she began attending New York City's professional children's school. In 1999, she dropped out of high school, and she got her GED 2 years later. Malone has a younger half-sister, Madison, on her mother's side. Career. In 1995, Jena appeared in Michael Jackson's Childhood music video, and she received critical acclaim for her performance as Ruth and Bone Boatwright in the 1996 film Bastard Out of Carolina. She guest-starred on Chicago Hope in 1996, Homicide, Life on the Street in 1998, and Touched by an Angel in 1999, and she appeared in the TV movies Hope and Ellen Foster, both in 1997. Malone co-starred with Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey in 1997's Contact, and with Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon, and Ed Harris in 1998's Stepmom, and she won a Saturn Award for Contact and a Young Artist Award and Young Star Award for Stepmom. In 1999, Jena appeared in For Love of the Game in 1999, alongside Kevin Costner and Kelly Preston, and she followed it with the films Donnie Darko in 2001, Life as a House in 2001, The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys in 2002, The Badge in 2002, American Girl in 2002, The United States of Leland in 2003, and Cold Mountain in 2003, and the TV movies Cheaters in 2000, and The Ballad of Lucy Whipple in 2001. Malone portrayed Adolf Hitler's half-niece, Jelly Robbel, in the 2003 Canadian miniseries Hitler, The Rise of Evil, which earned a Primetime Emmy nomination for Outstanding Miniseries. In 2004, Jena voiced Letty in the English dub of the Japanese animated film, Howl's Moving Castle, and she starred as a pregnant teenager in the indie comedy Saved, alongside Mandy Moore, Macaulay Culkin, and Mary Louise Parker. She appeared in the films The Ballad of Jack and Rose, in 2005, Lying, in 2006, For Last Songs, in 2007, The Go-Getter, in 2007, The Ruins, in 2008, The Messenger, in 2009, and The Soloist, in 2009, and she played Lydia Bennett in Pride and Prejudice in 2005. She guest starred on Law and Order in 2008, and she reunited with Kevin Costner in the History Channel miniseries Hatfields and McCoys in 2012. Malone played Rocket in the Zack Snyder-directed fantasy action film Sucker Punch in 2011. Then she starred in For Ellen in 2012, In Our Nature in 2012, The Wait in 2013, Time Out of Mind in 2014, Angelica in 2015, The Neon Demon in 2016, Nocturnal Animals in 2016, Bottom of the World in 2017, and The Public in 2018. Jena played Johanna Mason in The Hunger Games, Catching Fire in 2013, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 in 2014, and The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2 in 2015, which grossed a combined $2.278 billion at the box office. And she co-starred with Joaquin Phoenix, Josh Brolin, Owen Wilson, Catherine Waterston, Reese Witherspoon, Benicio del Toro, and Martin Short in Inherent Vice in 2014. In 2019, she starred in the miniseries Too Old to Die Young. And in 2021, she played Samantha Margolis on the Amazon Prime Video series Goliath. Malone appeared in the films Lorelei in 2020, Antebellum in 2020, and Adopting Audrey in 2021, and she portrayed Angie Bowie, David Bowie's first wife, in the biopic Stardust in 2020. Personal life. In 2000, 15-year-old Jena became legally emancipated from her mother, who she said squandered the earnings from Malone's acting jobs through excessive spending and mismanagement. At the age of 19, Jena bought a home in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Malone became engaged to photographer Ethan DeLorenzo in August 2016, but they split up in February 2019. Jena and Ethan welcomed son Ode Mountain DeLorenzo Malone in May 2016. In 2019, Malone began a relationship with musician Alex Ebert. While driving through Hollywood in April 2022, Jena witnessed a man abusing a small dog, and she jumped out of her car and chased him. Soon 5 men joined her in pursuit of the animal abuser, and the men beat him and subdued him until the police showed up to arrest him. The man had taken the 6-year-old Maltipoo, Champ, from his mother, without her permission, and Malone waited with Champ until the injured dog was taken to a hospital to be treated for broken ribs and a broken leg. Jena said of the situation, "I'm sorry that it ended in a brawl, but the dog was going to die. No question." In August 2022, Malone revealed that she is polyamorous and pansexual, writing on Instagram, "I guess it felt like I was a heterosexual man in a woman's body. I visualized his desires and placed them onto me. But this was never the whole of the story that was meant for me. So I've been learning a new way to tell it, using words to guide me, not define me, that my sexual identity has more to teach and to tell me, finding words that feel more right to explore in my telling. Pansexuality, sapiosexuality, polyamory, a fuller spectrum of understanding that my story is demanding of me." Awards and nominations. Jena Malone has received numerous awards and nominations throughout her career. In 1998, she received a Golden Globe nomination for Hope and 4 Young Artist Award nominations, winning 3 for Bastard Out of Carolina, Ellen Foster, and Stepmom. She also won a Young Star Award for Stepmom and earned multiple nominations for Bastard Out of Carolina, Hope, and For Love of the Game. Malone received 2 Saturn Award nominations, winning for Contact in 1998. For The Neon Demon, she won Best Supporting Actress awards from the Bloodguts UK Horror Awards, Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, and Film Club's The Lost Weekend, with additional nominations from various other awards. Malone earned an Independent Spirit Award nomination for Bastard Out of Carolina in 1997, and the film Inherent Vice won the Robert Altman Award in 2015. She also won a DVD exclusive award for The Book of Stars in 2001, an Imagery Honors Award at the 2004 Sonoma Valley Film Festival, and a Teen Choice Award for The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2 in 2016. In 2022, she was named Best Supporting Actress for Swallowed at Film Out San Diego. Additionally, Malone received nominations from various other organizations for her performances in Stepmom, For Love of the Game, Bastard Out of Carolina, Sucker Punch, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, Hidden in America, Saved, and Into the Wild.